Alright guys, as I said, this is my first installment of bracket picks. This first one will be my real picks, what I really think is going to happen. My next video, of course, will be based purely on mascots. So, here comes my bracket picks. In the South region, which is what the Longhorns have, I've got Texas advancing to the Elite Eight, where they will face Pitt. I have Pitt beating Memphis in the Sweet 16. And that means I'm going to have Texas winning over Pitt, getting in the Final Four, of course. So, also have Marquette going 2 rounds, and Michigan State winning their game, and Oregon beating Mississippi State. In the West, I have UCLA advancing to the Final Four. Now, I have West Virginia and Duke playing in the field of 32. I've got West Virginia winning that game and winning the next game to go to the Elite Eight to face UCLA, where they'll lose to the Bruins. I've got Baylor losing to Purdue. I don't have any faith in Baylor at all. I got Xavier beating Georgia. Purdue winning over Xavier. Also have A&M winning against BYU. Now, I like to pick A&M to go further. You know, I try to do a rivalry based in this thing. But after A&M beats BYU, they got to run to UCLA. Can't give them that game. UConn beating San Diego and Drake beating Western Kentucky. UConn winning the matchup between Drake and them. In the East, you know, I got North Carolina going all the way. I wanted to pick some more upsets, guys, but I couldn't, man. You know, I like to do that. And I got some upsets in the middle, but I got North Carolina going all the way. I got them playing Tennessee in the Elite Eight. I've got St. Joe's beating Oklahoma. I just have no faith in Oklahoma at all. I got Louisville winning over Boise State. I've got Louisville winning against St. Joe's and then losing to Tennessee. Butler beating South Alabama. A lot of people like South Alabama to win this game, but Butler, you know, there's 2 mid-major teams, but Butler has been just on the level of almost the big conference teams. So I'm going to give Butler that game, losing to Tennessee. So you got UNC coming out of that conference, and then in the Midwest, I've got KU coming out of that conference, of that region. You know, I just couldn't see any of these teams, a lot of these 1 seeds losing. But so I got KU coming out. I got them playing Georgetown in the Elite Eight. I've got USC beating Kansas State. Like I said, I don't think Kansas State is really that good. Wisconsin winning their game. I've got USC beating Wisconsin, so it's going to be Georgetown versus USC, but I got Georgetown winning because of Roy Hibbert and those guys. Clemson beating Villanova. I don't know why Villanova's in this thing. And then Vanderbilt beating Siena. I've got Clemson beating Vanderbilt. I really like the way Clemson's been playing. But then I've got Clemson losing to Kansas, Kansas winning that region. So, Final Four, North Carolina, Kansas, UCLA, and Texas. And, you know, like I said, this looks like a very bland Final Four. You know, I've got 3 1 seeds and 1 2 seed. But a lot of these teams I couldn't see. You know, Memphis, and I know Memphis only lost 1 game, but for some reason, the conference they're in, I think Pittsburgh can take them. So I'm going to go with that. So, I'm going to have Kansas beating North Carolina, and I've got Texas beating UCLA. And in the Final Four, I've got Texas. We got, in the last game, the big dance in San Antonio, Texas versus Kansas for the 3rd time to settle out who's the best. And I got Texas winning, of course, my horns. And I think the score is going to be 88-84. That's the tiebreaker thing for me. So the thing, you know, of course I'm a homer picking this thing, so I've got Texas going all the way. But also, you got to look at it in the perspective that we're in the South region. Our first game was in Little Rock against Austin Peay, who we don't need to talk about them. They suck. Cobb. And then we're going to move on to Houston and then to San Antonio. Houston is our largest alumni base, and then San Antonio is 70 miles down the road from Austin. So we're going to have pretty much, Little Rock is close to Texas anyway. So we've got pretty much all home games throughout. So we're going to have that advantage. I think it's going to work to our advantage. We've got a team, and DJ Augustine and all the guys. I feel like we've got a shot this year, and I'm going to give it to us in our bracket. So, guys, that's my bracket. We'll see how it works out. I usually don't do so hot on this, but it's fun to fill out. So, hook 'em horns, Texas fight, and let's get ready for some basketball this weekend. See you guys.